What's up, guys? We had a little hiatus. We both were pretty busy, so we haven't been able to film in a little while. We're gonna cover a class I did a couple weeks ago. It's finishing up some of the passing stuff that we've been doing here. We're looking at some tight waist passing. So we're gonna go over a couple options off the tight waist pass, and then just a basic entry into how to start doing that. Alright, so we're gonna look at here. She's in butterfly. We're just gonna do a very super basic entry here. I'm gonna have a collar tie. I'm gonna look to get her to post off to one side. So I'm gonna look to push and have her post. Once she does this, the collar tie hand is gonna come towards me and then swim underneath. This hand is gonna swim too. I'm gonna look to take my head to the center of her chest. And because I'm passing to this side here, the left, my right hand is gonna shoot all the way through, try to get as far as I can on her waist. And then I'm just gonna look to, you can either lock your hands with a palm down on the body lock hand, or you can just leave them open and kind of hug her hips right here. So just this is a very basic entry. Just looking for a post, and then you're just gonna look to swim and shoot this in, and then take your right hand all the way to your partner's waist if it's not already. So if you shoot towards the middle, you'll need to bring it through to the right or whichever side you're passing. So now we're gonna look what to do when we get there. We did our basic entry. We're into the tight waist pass here. There's two grips I can use. Like I said, the body lock hand here can either be palm down, and you can do a S grip, and then I'm gonna take my elbow over top of her leg here, or you can do a palm up with the body lock and just latch onto her waist, and then this one will just be kind of like a free floating hand that we'll use later on to start pinning this leg down. But once we get here, I'm just gonna do open hand for the sake of showing this. We're gonna take our right knee and we're gonna look to touch her far butt cheek like this. So this will effectively pin this far leg. So now we can start working on getting this leg down too. So now, whichever grip you have, we're gonna pin this down, and you can either do this S grip, which is gonna be a stronger grip. If she tries to strip this, I'll be able to hold this, but it limits how much I can bring this leg down. Or this one is weaker because she can just keep peeling this hand off, but I'm gonna be able to bring her knee much farther away. This is my preferred method, just because sometimes with like super long leg people, you might need to bring this leg all the way down. So she's gonna be actively pulling this to her chest, trying to keep the knee up. So I'm just gonna look to start walking this down until I feel like I have a big enough gap that I can just step over here into a butterfly half guard. So almost always she's gonna lock up a butterfly half guard so the bottom leg will come through. So from here, you're just gonna look to start walking the hips to the right. So you need to get everything straight. So you're just gonna start walking everything straight. Once you feel that you've gotten her body in a straight line, you can just sprawl out and take that right leg over top, and then just walk around for your body lock pass. And always remember too, with body locking, to get this arm out, don't try to rip it out, because I'm laying on top of her and she's laying on top of my arm. You need to roll. So I'll go ahead and get a good grip, and I'll roll my opponent up so I can easily extract the arm. A lot of times I see people just trying to rip their arm out and they never get it out, and they get flipped or something because they were just like sitting here trying to rip it out. It's because both of our bodies are on top of the arm. It's going to be super hard to rip that arm out. So you just get your crossface in, whatever grip you want, and then just roll them up and pull your arm out. So I'll show one more time. We do our tight waist take our right knee to the far butt cheek to pin that leg. Now I can come over, pin this leg. If you can step over, great, but a lot of times they're being annoying and not letting you. So you have to start just walking this leg down until you can put it into butterfly half. Once she goes to butterfly half guard, I'm gonna look to walk everything to the right to straighten it out. And then now I can effectively sprawl and just step over this leg here and come to the side for my body lock pass. And always roll, take your arm out and secure your side control pin. All right, so now we're gonna look at doing a split of the leg. So if I have my body lock here, maybe for some reason, I'm at right knee to the far butt cheek. For some reason, maybe this just isn't working. I'm gonna look to still pin this, but now pommel my left leg to the inside here. Now, the issue is I need to get past this butterfly hook before I split the leg, so I'm gonna take my left leg and it's gonna take the job of my hand just for a moment. If you want, you can double up and pin with the hand and the knee, either grip, either the closed hand S grip or the open hand, but you just need to have this knee pinning the leg down. Because now we're gonna look to sprawl down, so when she keeps a sticky hook here, you need to touch the top of your knee to your left heel. So I'm just gonna look to keep walking and walking until they're physically touching, which effectively eliminates all the space for her to have a butterfly hook in. So now it's gonna be impossible to even keep that butterfly hook, even if they do have a super sticky hook. Once we get the butterfly hook clear, we're just gonna look to bring our right knee up to like a combat base. And then now we can start to extend this and split the legs. So the easiest option from here is to just do a basic knee slice over the top. So I have her leg split, and I'm just gonna take my right leg and knee slice over the top, and then just come to my side control pin here. So I'll show it again. We have all this here pinned down. I got the right knee to the far butt cheek. I get this leg to the inside, and I look to pin her leg down, and then go ahead and turn so they can see. Turn this way. I'm gonna look to, you can see her butterfly hook. I'm just gonna sprawl it out. Even when she keeps it sticky, if I can touch my knee to my thigh, there's no room for it to be in there anymore. So now I can just keep walking, and now I can feel the toes are clear. So I'll bring it back inside and then look to step this leg high. So now her legs are split open. So when you're in this split position too, you need to make sure to keep your knee and elbow together, because we are kind of in a closed guard. Both her legs are around me, so if I were to slack and leave this open, she could just ride this leg up and pull a closed guard, and this is no good. Now we gotta go into a different form of passing. So when you get here, you do need to make sure to keep this together so she can't just pull a closed guard. We're just gonna look to take our right leg over the top and kind of sit on top of her leg, and then just slide through. And as always, make sure to roll to get your arm out, and then you're in your side control pin. So if you turn for a second, I just want them to see what I mean. And I got this deep under here, and I'm trying to rip this out. I'm laying on top of her, so this is never gonna work. So I need to just roll, extract my arm, and now we have a good underhook too.